Hi, my name is Christina Alexis Whiteley. This is Chemistry 1412. I'm doing the fundamentals of Chromatography Investigation Lab, and today's date is September the 17th, 2019. Let's get into it. So I have gotten my strawberry, orange, and grape mixture of Kool-Aid packets and 5 mLs of water each. This is 100 mLs of water with 0.1 gram of sodium chloride. So this is the machine that I use to measure everything. To do this, you push on. Of course, you put your little boat on it and you tare. And then after you do that, you add your solute and you measure up to 2 grams, which is how much I put in each one of these, and then 0.1 gram of sodium. That's how I did that. I've already cut out my paper chromatography strips. They are measured up to 1.5 centimeters right here, up to 9.4 up there between here. We are going to put our little dot of solution of the mixture right there in the middle. This is yellow number 5, blue number 1, and red number 40. I've got all of my my supplies ready. I've got my test tubes. I cut the pipettes 5 centimeters and from the tip right here, and these are going to be to suck up that dye. I have my 3 different pins, that way I can hold them over the test tube. And now I'm going to put these on paper. Okay, and there's my 3 strips. Okay, so after you've allowed the drops to dry for about 5 minutes on the paper, I've already taken the liberty to put the pins into the paper so we can use it to anchor on our test tubes. So in the test tube there is approximately 20 drops, 1 ml of the 1% sodium chloride mixture. You can just do 1 ml. That's what I did with my larger pipette. Okay, now we can carefully lower each of the chromatography strips into the paper. And again, that's what these little guys are for. And what we need it to do is not that. Stay away from the sides of the walls. Dang it. Never mind. Okay, so I re-stuck the little pin because make sure you do what the instructions say. It says to put the paper in the tube and then put the pin on. Of course, you want to do this without touching the sides of the test tube walls, and just put the tip into the NaCl solution. So blue's already in over there. There's the red. It's in enough to where it's beginning. Okay, but you can tell that it's in the NaCl solution and it's moving up the paper strip. My blue one back there is just taken off. So I'm going to give this 15 minutes to process, and I will move on to the next part. So I had to redo the blue. As you can see from the last video, blue started coming up around here, but it's actually taking longer to do its action because I screwed it up in the first one. So second one, second time's a charm. So that's taking forever. I went ahead and decided to get my grape, my orange, and my strawberry Kool-Aids and put them on 3 separate chromatography papers so that I can have them ready to put them in the same solvent when these are done here in probably about 5 minutes. My Kool-Aid strips are processing, my grape, orange, and strawberry. And then I've already taped down my my dyes. So the yellow and red were pretty easy to find the solute/solvent front distinction, but my blue, it obviously all the way to the top of the strip, and there's no solute distinction. So that's just one on the retardation factor for me. The cool thing with blue is that it went from red to yellow, and then of course it's still, the dye is very concentrated at the top. But anyway, I'll put this all in my lab report. I'm getting ready for my Kool-Aid, and we'll see how that goes. All right, I've finished my my experiment. I put the grape, orange, and strawberry, marked the solute marks, and then of course the solvent front, and I'm going to find my retardation factor, and that will be also put on the lab report. So now it's just clean up and report time. Thank you.